the same, and the prizes, of course, the submission criteria, the resources that you can use, and we'll also talk about a few of the most common FAQs. Um, okay, so what is the Google Developers Student Club Solution Challenge? Basically, it basically what it covers is we've all 17 sustainable development goals that the UN has that the UN has is hoping to achieve by 2030, and what Google wants us to do is that we pick at least one or more of one of these sustainable development goals, and we try to present a solution using one or more of the Google services that we have. And it is mandatory that you use at least one of the Google services in presenting a solution, and it is also mandatory that you pick at least one of the sustainable development goals. Let's look at what the sustainable development goals are. Okay, so we saw the 17 sustainable development goals. So you have 17 goals to choose from. You can mix and match. You can choose more than one sustainable goal, or you can choose one. But it is a requirement that you choose at least one. Okay, so now this is the timeline. Registration has already started from December 1st, and it will end around January. We'll have a kickoff event on January 11th, and we have the invitation for it in another slide, which we will share with all of you. Submissions. So after you may form teams and register now itself, and the submissions for this for the event will start from January 21st. So use this time wisely to go through the goals and decide on how you can solve some of the issues that we have, and you can submit your ideas starting on January 21st. um, Submissions will close by February 22nd, and the first judging round will be on March 1st. From this judging round, the top 100 finalists would be announced by April, and they will be given special mentorship to for better their ideas, to better their solutions. And these bettered solutions are expected to be resubmitted again around April 29th to May 5th. And there will be a second judging round around in May. And from this, again, 10 finalists would be chosen and announced around May to June. And finally, on demo day, these 10 finalists will get to present their ideas, as well as, again, 3 finalists will be selected from the same. Um, no, no. Okay, so we'll go through more about the timeline in detail in the next slides. Okay, so these are the prizes that have been announced. For the top 100 finalists, you will get mentorship, of course, from Googlers that have already participated for the solution challenge, as well as other Googlers and experts to better your solution and how you can better it, and what all improvements can be made, and what all services you can use, etc. And along with this, you'll get a branded T-shirt of Google and a certificate. Then the final that 10 finalists will get additional mentorship, a swag box, and you'll get an opportunity to showcase your solutions on demo day. And among these 10 finalists will again you'll get an additional swag box for the again 7 final individual teams will be chosen, and these individual teams will get an additional swag box along with a cash prize per student, and these cash prizes will not exceed $4,000. And from these 10 finalists, again the final three would be chosen, the final three winning teams, and they'll get additional swag boxes with each team receiving a cash prize not exceeding $12,000, and you will also get to feature your product on the Google developers blog. Now, these are the submission criteria that you have to keep in mind while presenting your solution. First is about which challenge you're solving, as in what your problem statement is, and which sustainable development goal that you're hoping to solve. So, like we said, you have to at least consider one sustainable development goal and target to solve that. You can include more than one, and you should also mention what inspired you to solve this. In the implementation phase, you should be able to describe the architecture, all the high level and low level components, and how each team member was allotted responsibilities. You should also specify the products and the platforms used. Here again, when you are specifying the products and platforms, it is mandatory that you use at least one Google service, a minimum of at least one Google service in your product. You should also describe your testing and iteration phase along with feedbacks from real users. Both negative and positive feedbacks have to be mentioned, and how these feedbacks helped to improve your solution. uh, you should also highlight one challenge that you faced and how you were able to solve that challenge. Should talk about the technical decisions made and how it was implemented, how it was divided amongst team members, etc. Okay, and now the final and most important thing that you should take care of is the metrics and goals, and how your product or your solution solves this sustainable development goal, or how it meets the sustainable development goals of the UN. You should also upload a copy of your demo video. It cannot exceed 2 minutes, and in this demo video you should show how your product works, how users interact with it, and how it uses the Google service. That is something that they take into consideration. Okay, and in the scalability portion of your submission, you should show how you plan to improve on your project in a larger scale, and how you plan to improve your project in a larger scale, and how you can further the development of your project once it has been approved. So each of these conditions that I've mentioned do have points, and based on these, you will be marked. Now we have something called regional boot camps, and these.
Excuse me, Pilanda. Hello? You are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can someone tell me till where I was audible last?
From the beginning of this slide.
Okay, camps. All right. Okay, so we have something called regional boot camps, which will be held from January 4th to January 20th. and it is mandatory that you use Gen AI and Google Cloud in your solution to be selected for the regional boot camps. Okay, so we've already conducted a Google Cloud campaign earlier this year, and I hope many of you have attended and found it useful. So we've introduced Gen AI in it along with other Google Cloud technologies, and it is expected that you use these in your solution to be selected for a regional bootcamp where you'll be where you'll have many sessions from different teams to get guidance for the final submission of your project. So this is like a really cool thing that they're holding. You'll get better mentorship and ideas on how to improve your project. So I hope that you will use all the knowledge that you've learned from our cloud campaigns in your solution to be selected for the regional bootcamp. Okay, so the solution challenge kickoff event, I've already mentioned that it will happen on January 11th, and it will obviously take place on the GDSC event platform, and more details will come soon. This is the link for it. Again, all of this will be shared in our WhatsApp groups and other social media handles. Registration has already started. You can form teams now, and you can register before January 15th. I strongly suggest you take part in this because this is like a big opportunity. We'll again share this link and the QR code and all other details in our WhatsApp groups. Okay, so now everyone must be wondering that okay, this seems like it's something big. Am I? Is it possible for me to try for something like this? We'd say it is, and we have an inspiring video for you based on that. We also have some advice from winners of the Google Solution Challenge. And you can see that different types of individuals from different regions have participated, and they have advice for you guys. You can improve on your solutions, and they've interesting tips. So let's watch that video.
My tip is to believe in yourself, and most importantly, believe in your team.
Even if it's code you haven't experienced, it is important to try first.
Collaboration is key. Work on projects together so as to improve your knowledge and skills.
Stay innovative, thinking, and get a good team, because sometimes that's all that matters.
Complex problems can be overwhelming, but breaking them into small tasks can make them more approachable.
Feedback can be tough to hear, but it is important to be open to constructive criticism.
Communicate openly and honestly when your teammates.
Take care of your local communities. The greatest impact that we have is when we care for the people around us.
Everyone has unique strengths and weaknesses, so don't be afraid to lean on each other.
Talk to your users directly and discover what they really need.
Please recognize each person's strengths and distribute role accordingly.
Go for it. Even if you don't know how, just learn as you code.
Work on something that you're passionate about. For passion drives innovation.
Find a cause that you believe in and you'll guide you through your project.
Every effort, every job, and every little detail matters. Work on it, and little by little you will grow.
Don't be afraid to face challenges and trust in your ability to learn and grow.
Challenge us goal to make a difference within your community.
Maximize your resources, engage your professors for guidance, and tap into your network for project support.
The sky is not your limit, it's your starting point.
Okay, I really hope that inspired guys to try out for the solutions challenge. Okay, we have links to some resources that you can use, and we will be sharing the same in our groups, in our WhatsApp groups. Okay, now this is a few things that you have to keep in mind while you work on your solution. So you should be a member of a GDSC, of course, everyone has joined that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, now you have to form a team, and you should pick a UN Sustainable Development Goal, identify a solution for the same, and you can work on your solution. You can learn how to build it, the front end and back end phase. You can test your solution around Jan to Feb and work on iterations on how to improve it. This is most important. Record a demo video and it should be submitted before February 22nd, 2024. It should not exceed a limit of 2 minutes, and try to showcase how a user might interact with your solution. Now, top 100 solutions will be announced around March to April. Again, mentoring will begin for the top 100 solutions in April, and again, 10 finalists will be selected from this in May, and the final 3 finalists will be announced around June. So we do hope to see many participants from our college this year. Now, these are some of the most common FAQs that have been asked in the preceding years for the solution challenge. First one, can your solution have a problem outside of the scope of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals? It can have, solve solutions, but outside of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, but that is a secondary consideration. First thing you should make sure is that it should consider the 17, at least one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. It can solve other things too, but then the main point is that it has to focus on at least one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Each team member or student can only submit one entry per person, and okay, if this last question does not is not required for us, because we do have a GDS in our college. So that covers everything. And does anyone have any questions regarding the same? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, we'll be taking questions now. Does anyone have any doubts, or does anyone need anything cleared about the solutions challenge?
If you don't have doubts, you can leave the meeting. The session is over.